We've all seen those videos, how to change your life in 6 months, how to become a better person in 90 days. Well, now I'm saying, why not me? So I just started reading this book called The 12-Year Week. And the idea behind it is simple. Stop giving yourself a year to reach your goals and instead give yourself 12 weeks. So these are the 6 areas in which I want to focus on to achieve the goals that I have. My health and fitness, my marriage, my fatherhood brand, my videography business, my son's reading progress, and getting my son into modeling and acting. So first up is my fatherhood brand, The Growing Dad. So this one I've kind of treated like a side project for far too long, but I said for the next 12 weeks, just go all in and see what I can do and see what changes I can make happen. So my goals for this area are hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, 4,000 watch hours. That's a big one. So I don't know if that'll happen in the next 12 weeks, but we'll see with y'all help. I want to post 2 to 3 times on Instagram to kind of build consistency, because that's one area I've kind of been lacking in. I want to upload to YouTube at least every other week. So that's twice a month, which seems very doable. And most importantly, I finally want to start getting paid brand deals instead of just getting sent free products all the time. One big goal for The Growing Dad is to finally get some paid sponsorships and things of that sort. And then the second thing, which kind of coincides with the first one, is getting my son into acting and modeling. I just feel like it's like a natural fit for him because he has a big personality, he has the looks, and honestly, I just want to see what's possible for him, and he's already in front of the camera all the time with my fatherhood brand, so it's just kind of a natural fit. And so I kind of wanted to go down that route and see, what's possible for him. So in the next 12 weeks, I want to help him land his first gig in modeling, acting, or something along those lines. And the way I'm going to go about doing that is I'm going to apply to a couple of agencies, and I'm going to do some videography and photography work with him on my own, and post them on social media with the hopes that maybe I could get a brand's attention potentially. And I'll even submit some of these videos to different agencies with the hopes of, getting him his first gig. So that's how I'm gonna go about doing that. Now next is health and fitness. I don't really have a weight goal that I want to achieve or anything. The goal with the health and fitness journey is really just to make sure I'm staying active and building muscle. I like my size, I like my weight. If anything, I just want to, get a little bulkier. And the goal here is really to build consistency and work out a minimum of 3 times a week and make sure I'm hitting my daily protein goals, which is about 160 grams. I've done it before, but again, the thing is just I haven't been consistent. So for the next 12 weeks, that's the goal. Consistency every week, every day, 160 grams of protein, and yeah. So the next area of focus is my marriage. If you have kids, you know how hard it is to spend quality time with just you and your spouse. Everywhere y'all go, y'all have the kids with y'all. Everybody else is busy and they also have kids, so it's kind of hard to find a babysitter. So for the next 12 weeks, me and my wife are gonna go on date nights at least once every other week, sometimes more depending on what our schedule looks like and who's available. But bare minimum, we're gonna go out on date nights at least once every other week. And then the next area of focus is my videography business. And the thing with that is I haven't been doing any marketing at all. The only work I've been getting has kind of been word of mouth and referrals from previous clients. And so my goal with that is to get back consistent. And the way I'm gonna do that is by posting at least once a week on social media. It should be more, but between my fatherhood brand and my videography business, it's kind of like a lot to juggle. So I said bare minimum at least once a week, and book at least 1 retainer or recurring client. And also I'm going to be shooting 3 spec ads to use as portfolio pieces to get potential clients. So excited about that one. And last but not least is teaching my son to read. When my son was about 2.5, I bought a course called Toddlers Can Read, and I was very consistent with it, teaching him all his letter sounds, the names and things like that. But with my work schedule and how busy life was and all the things that were going on, we kind of fell off and, you know, kind of never got back to it. So I'm going to take this opportunity for the next 12 weeks to get back consistent with that also. So the way I'm going to go about doing that is we are going to do 3 reading sessions minimum a week for 10 to 15 minutes, practicing letter sounds and all the things that are in the Toddlers Can Read course. And the goal, which is kind of a really big goal, is I want him to be able to actually read words at the end of this 12 weeks, which I think is very possible if we stay consistent and practice every day, and he'll get the hang of it eventually. But yeah, that would be amazing if he could start actually reading like kid books at the end of this 12 weeks. So excited about that one. So yeah, those are the goals and areas of focus that I'm going to focus on for the next 12 weeks. This whole 12-week journey is about more than just the metrics and the numbers and things like that. It's really about showing my son what's possible when you really lock in and focus and put a stamp on something that you say you want to do and you really go for it, you know? So that's kind of really what I want to get out of this next 12 weeks. My son is very well informed on what's going on for the next 12 weeks. So yeah, it's really about that, and I really just want to show my son what's possible when you put your mind to something, you say you're gonna do something, and you do it, whether it works out or it doesn't. You know, it's about the journey and becoming a better person on the journey. And so yeah, I'm documenting every step, wins, losses, everything in between. So if you want to follow us on this journey to see all the wins, the losses, the lessons, and everything in between, subscribe to the channel to stay updated, and we'll see if we make it or fall flat. But either way, we locking in.